All right, Xavier will be joining us a little bit later. He is running late tonight. And that's probably going to throw all of our window captures into complete and utter chaos. And live streaming is fun. Oh, Anai already has the essence of Xavier's character. It's not. It's not. What was his teacher's name? Fucking Ricardo. It's not quite a Ricardo level, but it's close. All right.
Oh, his character from Double Cross.
Yes. Anyway. Previously, on Vampire the Masquerade.
The character sheet? You got it different?
I'll grab it when I need it.
The coterie was informed that vessels had been going missing in a neighborhood that El Fuego and Rafael Rosales make their havens in. With the Second Inquisition running rampant in the city, this is very bad for vampire society. And the Ventru Primogen, working with Miss Abigail Zorova, working with the Toreador Primogen, one Aiden Brock, suggested it would be mutually beneficial for the coterie to look into it. Meanwhile, Kalashnikov, being a Ventru, has a, shall we say, employment opportunity going on with the Tremere. Since the Gangrel took over in Baltimore, the Tremere and the Ventru have been demoted to the level of second-class citizens and really only have one another to rely upon. Tom, you were hired by the Tremere because a Tremere by the name of Jonathan Osborne seems to believe that the Gangrel might have it in for their current acting Primogen Heinrich Stolz. And should his life be taken, Tremere political power in Baltimore, what's left of it after the Second Inquisition decimated the Chantry, would crumble to nothingness. You decided that it would behoove you to meet with those of the few remaining anarchs that the Gangrel have not chased out to get a little bit more information on who the leak might be. You also have been charged with finding out what the special relationship between the Nosferatu and the Gangrel are, as there's very, very little chance of political power shifting hands in the city. F6CF79, thank you for following. I just whacked my microphone. Sorry if that made a horrible noise. But that's because FXCF is so awesome. Thanks for following. You kick ass. Where the fuck was I? Oh, Josh, why are you blinking? This. I don't know if that's your webcam. Do you have one of our webcams, or do you have your own?
Who?
How's mine look?
You're beautiful as always, Tom.
Okay, good.
You're crystal clear HD, Tom.
Not many people know this, but Tom is actually the spitting image of Fabio circa 1995. Specifically that one. The 1994 one is too young.
I always thought Tom looked exactly like Byrick Ash.
Ah, yes, of course. How silly of me. Anyway, yes, political power in Baltimore has very little chance of shifting hands so long as the Gangrel have their own private spy network that they are two peas in a pod with. Saludos desde Chile. I believe that means salutations from Chile? Hey, my Puerto Rican girlfriend says I got it right. Well, hello from the US of A, and welcome, FXia. With that, El Fuego also wanted to meet with the anarchs of the city.
Hold on.
Would you... Now, that is actually your desire. Would you like to explain El Fuego's outlook on that?
Well, El Fuego does not think that the Camarilla is the best leadership within the city. He wishes to bring back the anarchs who have been led to the brink.
And in doing so, he has spoken with a bit of a connection of his, a one DJ Heckett, who tends to, working the clubs as she does, interact with a great majority of both kindred and kine, and is on at least friendly, if not allied, relations with the Anarch. She has agreed to have them contact El Fuego at his haven at some point in the near future. Annabelle Ahegao is happy to be here. See, among the people that have gone missing from Spanish Town, where El Fuego and Rafael make their havens, mostly runaways and homeless people, and she recently found out that one of her touchstones, a one John Kelso, is on the list. Previously, we had stopped for the night, so now, as the sun sets below the horizon, as the moon creeps over as darkness dominates the skyline of Baltimore once more. Son of a bitch, now I'm blinking. What the fuck happened? The machine spirit or the technocracy, somebody will just not let us do things properly.
Well, in the Discord we were talking about, it actually might be the Glasswalkers screwing with us. We're not sure it's a technocracy anymore.
Oh, yeah, I guess they don't want us spreading kindred propaganda.
We're not
Well,
all
they
dead.
want us to play werewolf, guys.
It's next. Just be patient with us.
Stay tuned eventually.
Glad you're enjoying it, FX. All right, everyone rouse the blood to wake up for the night.
Is that just rolling our one hunger dice?
Yep. Well, it's not necessarily a hunger die. You're going to roll a die, a d10, and if it is 6 or up, nothing happens. If it is 5 or less, you get a hunger. Now, everybody's going to start at default 1 hunger at the beginning of the night.
I have ocho.
You're fine.
I got it.
How'd you do, Tom?
Nope. I got a 3.
Oh, you're going to start tonight at hunger 2.
Yeah.
Adam, how are you doing?
We only have D20. All 20
God
right.
damn it.
Josh, do you have physical dice?
Yes.
Got a 9.
You got
Adam
a 9?
figured it out.
Yes.
Okay, Adam's fine. So, we will begin this evening with Mr. Kalishnikov. Mr. Kalishnikov, when we left off last time, you had secluded yourself in an apartment, an empty apartment across the street from El Fuego's gym, and you had basically Dracula'd yourself in the closet, waiting for the next night so you could basically be at the location where you heard Anarchs were going to be. And so your eyes flutter open. The cold, unholy unlife surges back into your veins. The stiffness fades from your joints. Your heart thrums but once, reinfusing your body with vitae. And you awaken into the darkness that you've shut yourself into.
Yeah. Okay, I got my character sheet now.
I'm glad we could all be prepared on time.
I'm a professional here, thank you very much.
One day I'd like to be. I'm not saying we can't be the worst, least professional professionals ever, but I would at least like to put on a quality show.
We have equality.
So yes.
You just
We need
silence
silence.
others.
You need silence or speak silence. It's called Devil May Cry. Oh, silence. I can't. Never mind that.
What the fuck are you on, Adam?
I don't know. And that root lemonade juice, then.
You fucking weeb whiskey.
So what do you do, Tom?
Well, first things first, I get out of my little hidey hole. Of course, making sure there's no one around.
Now that's interesting. Would you please give me a dexterity stealth roll at a difficulty 3?
Stealth, you say. Does break-ins count as a specialty right now?
I will allow it.
Okay.
Susumi Chris 313 all night. Good evening, friends. How's it going?
How's the volume? It's quite low. Still?
All right. Hang on.
Just open your ears, guys. It's fine. Just kidding.
I want you to hear with your eyes.
All right. I boosted it a little bit.
Do one thing.
I figure it's better too loud than too quiet, because they can always lower the volume later. If you need more, just let me know. I live to serve. I really don't know what's causing the blinking with that camera. It's definitely on the Discord side. I'm going to have to troubleshoot that. It's not the internet connection either because my webcam is local. Boost yourself, Chaz. You're the only super quiet one. Can do.
Boost.
Just yell at the camera, Chance. There you go.
It's because I lowered my my mic aux because Yusuf said I was too loud. Both on my phone and TV are very low, despite the speakers being almost at 100. Yeah.
Oh man, we're on TV.
We're on somebody's TV. Volume's decent now. Good to hear. Yes, Tom, your dice roll.
All right. That's 6. And you said difficulty was 3, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good.
Okay.
I got 4 with my specialty.
And nothing weird on the hunger dice?
I didn't differentiate them. So I'll roll again then.
It's fine. It's fine. Just in the future, go ahead and do so. So, you sort of creak open the door. And there's no lights on, so it's a little difficult to see. But there's a figure that's actually in the room with you. He doesn't.
And a tipped over chair.
Oh, that's right. You had barricaded the door. Well, huh. I'm not sure he would have actually come through the door, but that's something else.
The doggy door.
No, I went through the doggy door.
Barricaded the front door.
There's a figure standing in the room with you. Doesn't actually look like he's trying to hide. In fact, he's got a smartphone that's illuminating his face, and he's twiddling with something on the screen. He looks like he can't be older than maybe early 20s. He's got this really shaggy, unkempt, blonde hair, t-shirt, jeans, and there's something about him that seems like a very minor threat. And you realize that is the beast inside you recognizing another beast. This person is clearly some kind of vampire, but as you squint in the wan light and scrutinize him a little bit more, you can see that his flesh is not quite as pale as most. He does not seem quite as peaked. He does not seem quite as thin or sickly. In fact, if you didn't even know any better, you swear you could see him breathing or something.
He's a Dompier. Kill him.
He's one of the mouth
Just be
breathers.
safe. Kill them all.
Chris, so I tried to be as specific about that as I could. I am only taking a break from streaming on Tuesdays. So I'm not doing Tuesday CSVS and a Thursday CSVS. This is going to be unaffected. Our Persona stream is going to be unaffected, and the Thursday CSVS is going to be unaffected. I just needed an extra night a week to do stuff. Check his palm for a face quickly. He's not.
Oh, I can put a palm in his face real fast.
You don't step out of your hidey hole with your gun already kind of just peeking out of your coat.
My gun's always peeking out of my coat. It just looks like I have an erection, though. It's how I hide it.
Seduce him. He's got a barn.
Seduce him with bullets.
There you
yes,
go.
that's how Byric Ash attracts a mate. What do you do,
Yeah,
Tom?
more holes. What does the window look like? And where is it in relation to me?
Let's see. You're in a bedroom. Like, in my head, I'm picturing like bay windows, but I feel like that might be a little too nice for this area. So it's probably just one window, maybe, we'll say it's maybe about 3 feet by 1.5 feet, and he's just kind of leaning up against it, nonchalantly twiddling with his phone.
He's leaning up against it, huh?
Well, sort of. The window's here, and he's up against the wall right beside it. Hey, real content. Xavier's going to be joining us in a little bit. He's just running late tonight. And you'll know when he gets here because all of this is going to go foobar real fast. Sorry, go ahead.
I'm tempted just to, like, make him fucking dive out the window.
You absolutely could.
Just roll on your back on the concrete.
Sure, let's have fun. Let's just do that.
Okay.
But to conceal myself, I'm gonna basically hold my coat over my face to where he is, and keep my shoulder higher.
Right.
And when I get to the window, I'm gonna back turn and just like fall backwards through it.
Okay, so you're gonna like Darkwing Duck this. Got it.
Sure, whatever that means.
Let's call this Dex Athletics at a diff 2. Now, don't forget, if you have double the difficulty in your dice pool, you can just take half to automatically succeed.
Double the difficulty? And you said it was diff 2. What was the thing? What was the stats or
Dex
skills?
Athletics.
Dex Athletics. I have 5 then.
Yeah. So that is more than double, so you can just take half. So this guy... Oh, by the way, thank you, Chris313 on that. I do appreciate it. I figure this week I'll probably alternate a little bit so people don't get bored, because the viewers don't seem to like it when I upload the same thing over and over. So this time, I'll be playing a little bit of Dracula Resurrection, and we will finally answer the question, what am doorknob? Anyway, so you sort of twirl out the window. There's a guy, as you come rushing out of the closet. He doesn't really make a motion to stop you. He just kind of looks up from his phone and watches.
It's just...
Yeah, basically.
Just fucking confused.
Philip, no. He just raises an eyebrow, watches nonchalantly as you dive out the window. And I assume
you roll
watches...
on the floor and keep running?
Yeah.
Yeah, he just watches you sort of like run off into the distance.
That's why I fell backwards.
All right, so Kalishnikov, what happens? You fall backwards, you roll out the window, you keep running. Where are you going now?
Well, let's still check.
Well, I'm just dipping through alleyways and down streets until I can like finagle my way back into the back entrance of the gym.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. So this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. This is going to be a dexterity stealth at a diff 4. Don't forget to roll your hunger dice. Yes. And your break-in specialty does apply.
This is just for... Wait, what's this roll for?
I don't know if you would know.
Okay. You said diff 4?
Diff 4.
And my specialty applies.
Your specialty applies, so you get an extra die to this.
I don't know if he's out fighting crime as a vigilante so much as just taking the blood of his enemies.
Did I say hello to you yet, Philip? Hello, Philip. And hello to anyone who I might have missed.
Philip.
Okay, so we need 6.
Oh, wait, no, that's 7 specialties, yay. One more. That's a positive Ghost Rider on that one.
Positive Ghost Rider, okay. So, El Fuego, you awaken. We talked about this a little bit last time, but so you have a manager's office in the basement of the gym that you've kind of just like sunproofed, even though it's the basement. So auto sunproofing, but little extras never hurt. You've got a sunblocking curtain on a bookshelf somewhere. What do you sleep on? Is it a mattress? Do you have a cot back there? Real nice 4-post bed?
Probably like a cot.
A chair.
He uses a punching bag as a pillow.
That would be uncomfortable as all hell.
That's super El Fuego, though. Like, is it one of like these punching bags or like a full size?
We'll say it's like one of the little punching bags.
I
think
fucking love that. That is thematic as fuck. Mwah, beautiful. So again, there's that single cold duh of your heart as you feel the vitae pushed through your system. Your limbs animate once more, your eyes flutter open, and you rise.
Rise.
All is quiet. Nothing seems out of place.
Interesante. El Fuego obviously sleeps with his mask on. He still has the sparkly pants and boots, so he probably just puts on his sleeveless hoodie and zips it up and puts it over as he heads up the stairs of the gym.
I was gonna ask if he has like pajamas, like if he has like pajamas with luchador masks on or something.
I like it. Does he have a onesie?
I don't know. I'd have to think of what kind of onesie it would be.
Well, it's one of those that looks like he's like shirtless and it's just like ripped anyway.
And it's sleeveless.
Naughty crumb bum, good evening, friend. El Fuego.
No, a crumb bum.
As you are ascending the stairs, you hear a metallic creak somewhere in the darkness of the gym, in the direction of the back door.
Here.
I'm going to turn on the lights.
All right, Kalishnikov, as you enter, the lights flicker on. Darkness being thrown back, obliterated completely.
I am not surprised.
Wait, so I'm confused to what my role was now.
You snuck in the back, right?
Yeah.
Okay, you're here.
Alright, whatever.
Did you want to avoid?
I just want to get through the back, but I'm inside anyway, so whatever.
Right. Okay. So yes, as you flick on the light, you see Kalishnikov there coming through the back. There's bits of broken glass on his shoulders. His hair is a little. Does Kalishnikov have hair? I picture Kalishnikov a certain way, and I realize that might not be what you have in your head. What does Kalishnikov look like to you?
Kind of a little less than shoulder-length black hair.
Okay, I had him pictured as like this really well-dressed dude, like swept back hair, trench coat. But okay, so
Oh, it is swept back. I mean, he's got to look somewhat presentable.
okay, I think I think I've got a clearer picture now. So your hair is a little disheveled.
Punch him.
It looks like he's got a bunch of like little nicks and slices in his skin that just sort of disappear as you watch.
Did you?
I'll just be pulling out glass.
Did you jump in through one of the windows?
Not in.
So you jumped out of a window.
Duh.
Why?
Possible follower.
So you led him to my haven instead. That is a very smart plan. Muy inteligente. I do not suppose you are here for some training?
I'm unfamiliar with the word train.
Well,
I did not ride one here.
well, this is usually the time I do my run-throughs of my act. I was hoping that the Anarch gangs would be coming to meet me here tonight.
Duh.
Okay then. I suppose you will just watch creepily in one of the corners while I do my routine then.
Sue me, that's a little weird, not gonna lie. But you do you.
I mean, maybe Sumi has her picture of what Kalishnikov looks like in her head. Annabelle Ahegao. You awaken. Again, the cold peels from your limbs, slowly, as again your tendons once more flare to life.
Tendon.
Your eyes open. You glance around. Your wall is covered in wall scrolls and what I'm assuming is discarded fast food wrappers. How does Annabelle begin her night?
I've been checking all the all the feeds, Chaz. You know.
You know what? True fucking story. I do that too.
Yeah, you're just like a fucking what? Cam whore? There we go.
So no, seriously, the first thing I do when I wake up is I check our Twitter, I check our Facebook, and I check the comments. I don't always respond to the comments right away. I usually wait for when I upload a video or something, or I have a few minutes to do that, but I do see them, and we thank you for them. I will
Behind the
interact with it, I
scenes.
promise. How long do you think it takes you to sort of check the feeds?
Like 4 hours.
It's already morning. Oh shit, guys.
She's using celerity. A slow smartphone.
I don't have celerity though, but yeah, I'm using celerity now. I dominate myself to do celerity.
I don't think that would help. Maybe Auspex, if like you can see gooder, but celerity to skim through is you're not really picking that up.
Oh yeah, she's dual disciplining it. It's a new what do you call it? Combined discipline.
Thought proficiency. About 20 minutes, half an hour pass.
Yeah.
Annabelle. And your phone rings. Now the number is in your call logs, and it is Aiden, the Toreador Primogen.
All right.
And your, shall we say, stand-in as an agent?
Okay.
And if it matters to you at all, the phone number is the office from the local succubus club. Can't stop shit posting.
I finally stopped shiz posting with this one trick. You won't believe what it is.
I fucking love the succubus club, Naughty Crumbum. You right there. Chicago one is better. I deliberately made this one crap.
When it's not burned down.
When it's standing up.
Technically, it was never burned down. It was just sacked by werewolves. Anyway, your phone rings, Annabelle. It is Aiden Brock. What do you do?
Mushy.
Wait, like 3 seconds so it'll be like all eager.
God. You're the worst person.
He does. Oh man, I still have to tweet out our fucking our relationship chart. He does have Aiden listed as senpai on his,
God,
on his end of the relationship chart, so it makes sense.
You go, mushy.
Hangs up.
Annabelle?
Brock?
Yes.
Samson?
Listen, do you remember last night we discussed having a photo shoot set up for you to increase the Patreon income, yes?
Yes.
I've been thinking. We might be a bit too hasty on that. What you need right now is brand recognition.
Get naked.
I may have the services of a particularly talented Toreador photographer tonight. If you're interested, you see, I'm, well, the promotional material for the club needs to be updated. And it's a hell of a good excuse to stick your face on flyers and posters around town. If you're so interested, I'll pay you $600 for the shoot tonight. We'll use it to build some brand recognition for you, and then, again, an agreed-upon 15% for the Patreon earnings for the next 6 months. What do you think?
Sounds good.
Excellent. What time can you be by tonight? Now, I want you to remember something.
Yeah.
This is going to very much play into your desire, your ambition. Your mechanical ambition to, become a cosplay idol. I found a way to make that work. I'll be goddamned if I didn't find a way to make that work. I'm best storyteller in it. This does serve your ambition. However, I want you to understand that one of your touchstones is currently hanging in the balance.
I forgot that Vesuvius was a thing.
So I've been doing a playthrough of the anti-tribu mod for Bloodlines, right? And the anti-tribu mod, it's different clans. You can play Lasombra, Zamisi, Samedi, Giovanni, 7 different clans, and they added adult content, which basically means they reskin some of the models so that they have tits.
Finally.
Well, see, here's the thing. Out of all the places they could have put nudity, everybody in Vesuvius is still fully clothed.
Oh yeah, you gotta pay for that part.
I found that interesting. So yes, what time can you be by tonight, Annabelle?
Are you gonna get ready so I can go by in about 2 hours?
All right, I'll call Tobias and make it happen. I'll tell you what.
What's his last name?
Why don't you make it 3 hours? And I did enjoy the vessels you brought me the other night. You have quite the taste as a sommelier. Why don't you bring another one for us to split?
Like, okay.
Excellent. I will see you then. Click.
What is Tobias's last name?
Next
You're
time.
making me pull names out of my ass for names that I pulled out of my ass.
Forge.
Huh?
Reaper.
Tobias Forge.
Let's call him Tobias
Reaper.
Why Reaper?
You could have gone Tobias Forge and he would have been the lead singer from Ghost.
But he's a photographer. He's not a singer.
Tobias Reaper is Agent 47.
Oh, I didn't know he had an actual name.
Oh, he doesn't. That's one of his pseudonyms.
HiggensBiggens, how is it going? Well,
you've
let's see.
playing.
Annabelle has to go get a vessel for Aiden Brock once more so she can attend a photo shoot that will increase her ambition, but perhaps at the cost of leaving a touchstone in the lurch. Kalishnikov awoke to a stranger in the same room where he had bedded down for the day, and El Fuego is currently doing
El Fuego stuff.
Yeah, El Fuego stuff.
What the hell is El Fuego stuff?
El Fuego, as you're doing El Fuego stuff, how long do you think it takes you to do El Fuego stuff?
I'm just warming up, so it probably takes about 45 minutes to an hour.
Okay. So about 40 minutes pass. And I would like perception awareness from El Fuego and Kalishnikov. If you have any hearing-based specialties, you may apply it. And again, don't forget your hunger dice.
Do you mean resolve awareness?
Oh, that's right. Perception's not a thing anymore. My bad. Yes. Actually, let's call it composure awareness.
Composure awareness.
What's diff?
Let's call this a diff 2. Well,
I got 2 successes.
I can take half.
Okay. You hear a sound from outside, very faintly, of course, through the walls and over the sound of El Fuego stuff, of what sounds like tires on gravel. Lights flash through the front area of the gym as some sort of automobile is pulling into the parking lot.
El Fuego's gonna cease his shadow wrestling. He's gonna kind of lean his arms over the ropes on the boxing gym.
What does shadow wrestling look like?
Well,
I
if you
assume
watch
something
Rocky the
akin to
Grappler.
like shadow boxing.
Well, I picture like with the just the giant like
like
the
a bag.
beanbag, the rest like the
I know what you're talking about.
the punching bag. Yeah, there you go. Like carrying that around, just throwing it around it.
Oh, that makes way more sense than what I was picturing.
Well, Fuego literally grapples the air and somehow flips.
He flips the earth on its side to make
Then
it
the car
more.
gets flipped over.
Well, Fuego shadow wrestles so hard he gets real injuries sometimes.
Oh man, I hate it when that happens.
So you lean over the ropes.
Yeah, facing the entrance, waiting for somebody to come in.
All right,
Powerful.
I'm hiding in the corner in the shadows.
you got it. What's your half? On
2.
Dex stealth, a 2? Okay,
Oh, deck stealth is 3.
well done. Josh, as you're overlooking the ropes, can you give me a composure awareness one more time, this time at a diff 4?
Composure awareness diff 4. That's a 5. That time I only got 3 successes.
3 successes. If you like, you can take a point of superficial willpower damage to re-roll up to 3 non-hunger dice.
I like the idea of superficial willpower. That just sounds goofy. Like, yeah, that hurt my feelings, but it only lasted like an hour.
Or could I succeed at a cost?
I will allow it. However, I've been a little lenient with the costs lately, so what the cost is going to have to be good for this one. So what do you guys think?
I don't know what the ramifications for this are, so I can't give a good suggestion.
That's a good point.
He breaks the ring with his shadow wrestling.
I'll tell you, the ramifications probably aren't as major as you might think.
Well, I'd like to know the cost then, so I can know what I'm going to be losing here.
Well, anybody can suggest the cost. You, Tom, Adam, me.
The chat.
Your
You
pants
Lisa.
rip. Like shred off your body.
Misses a key detail during the scene. That's interesting.
See, that's appropriate, but I liked mine because it was funny.
He rips his pants.
Like just like it burst off. Like almost explodes.
I flexed my quads too hard.
All right, I'll allow you to succeed, and then we'll figure out what the cost might be in the wild, so to speak.
I'll succeed at a cost.
Okay.
Little Carlito gets kidnapped.
I will. The V5.
Holy shit.
So
Wait,
you said little
I missed
Carlito gets kidnapped. That's interesting that the cost doesn't necessarily have to apply to him.
I love it. Yeah.
As you're waiting for somebody to come in, your eyes are drawn up a little bit, and you can see that in an apartment across the street, there is somebody that appears to be standing at a broken window, twiddling with a smartphone, nonchalantly looking out into the parking lot a little bit.
Can I see what they look like?
Yeah. We'll say it's probably a superhuman feat of vision, but fuck it. Why not? So yeah.
Well, Fuego kind of looks at the man, looks at the broken window, turns to where he assumes Kalishnikov is. He's like, was there a blonde man with a smartphone looking at you?
Was he blonde?
Yes.
See.
I'll just... In the other corner where he's not looking, nod.
Just tap once for yes, twice for no.
I'm going to take that as a yes. I'm going to move to a part of the gym where the guy can't necessarily see me.
Okay. In the parking lot, there is the thump of doors closing. A minute or two passes, and a dark figure, sort of like hoodie, jeans tries to look into the gym, sees the lights on, but doesn't really see anything since you guys are specifically out of the way, and knocks.
Well, Fuego will kind of like saddle up to the door and kind of slide it open.
At the door is... how best to describe this guy? A young, maybe early college, African-American looking male. Well, he is, but these very, very thin, golden-rimmed glasses. He might be a little bit on the scrawny side, but you can't really tell given the hoodie he's wearing. He sort of looks you up and down, settles on the luchador mask, and says, "Yeah, you're the guy."
Is the man you were looking for named El Fuego?
I mean, I've always assumed that was your stage name, but that's what I was told to ask for.
Because that does not mean. No. No, say, I'm just kidding. Come on in. But is that man up there in the window one of yours?
He sort of looks back. Oh yeah, Jason. He's one of ours. No. Well, he'll sort of walk in. We sent him out to scout the place, and turns out there was a lick hiding in the room across the way. Needed to make sure that somebody wasn't planning anything slick.
Things are starting to make sense. Go ahead and come on in. Is there anyone else with you?
Damn, I look suspicious as shit now.
Well, I am assuming he's a dampier if he was breathing and waiting for you before the sun went down.
He could have just awoken before me.
High humanity.
So as you ask if there's anyone else with him, he'll sort of turn and nod off to the side. A second or two later, you see a moderately attractive looking woman, similarly dressed as he is, come walking in behind him. She'll sort of like give you a suspicious side eye and then follow the African-American gentleman into the gym.
You can't say black. No one's gonna get mad at that.
I don't know anymore, dude.
I look at the woman, I'm like, is there something wrong with my face?
You got a mask on it. I can't tell.
At this point, the gentleman will say, let's just cut right to the chase. Do you have somewhere a little more private than a giant-ass window where we can talk? A back room?
I'll lead him into the locker room in the basement.
All right. Kalishnikov, are you following?
Yeah.
All right. Deck Stealth Diff 4.
Oh, man, you're making me roll a lot of this.
A Guyanese dad, Jamaican mom, born in Trinidad, and someone calls you African. Even worse, American. That's a good point. We have a lot of viewers right now from other countries. What is the correct term for someone of that descent in other countries? Like Yusuf, I'm sure you... Yeah, probably.
I think people usually say Afro-Caribbean here in the United States for somebody of that kind of heritage.
Black.
American, it's kidding on.
Don't ask Victor.
Victor. I did not succeed. Can I succeed at a cost, though?
You rip your pants.
I rip my pants. Damn it.
What do you presume as the cost?
He steps on a nail and just shoots through his foot.
Well, no, he's succeeding on a dexterity roll, so he's gonna stay hidden.
Yeah, he's staying hidden. He
He's
just
like,
steps on a
he's like,
nail,
oh shit, that hurt.
lip and keeps walking. Just takes 1 bashing point of damage.
Ah, that's nothing. What do you think, Tom? What do you think is an appropriate cost here?
To continue staying hidden.
Chat, you're welcome to suggest as well.
I don't know.
I'll tell you
because
what.
I mean, like anything that like detract from it might just nullify the success anyway.
I've got a cost for you. So you sort of slither out from your hidey hole, but accidentally, as you're trying to keep your eyes on the prize, you end up kicking aside maybe a small weight that El Fuego had laying around or something. The trio glances back in your direction for a moment. You pull back. However, this puts you a couple steps behind where you intended to be, and the door to the locker room will already be closed by the time you arrive. So you can still listen in, but it might be a little bit harder. Fair?
Okay.
All right. So that is what happens. You two enter the locker room. The gentleman is, I wouldn't say quick, but he ensures the door gets closed as after the three of you have entered. He takes a seat on a bench. The woman will sort of cross her arms and sort of lean in the corner, again, sort of giving you a side eye, not really sure what to expect. And he turns to you and he says, all right, here's the deal. There's a lot of people in this town that would like to see us dead, and a lot of people that think they're smarter than us. We aren't here. We haven't been here as long as we have by being terribly trusting. So you'll have to give us a little bit of leeway on this one when we say that a brand new face crops into town and suddenly they're interested in what we have to offer.
Well, that is a reasonable thing to be questionable about. However, I am not one so much for the subterfuge our kind tend to like to throw around. I understand if that is hard for you to believe, but I am a very straightforward man, although I understand the need for a discrepancy.
Well, I appreciate that on paper, and I hope one day that doesn't get you killed. He'll sort of extend a hand. Julius.
El Fuego, I say as I kind of give him a good manly handshake.
Truth be told, I'm only here because Hecate said you were cool. That being said, Hecate's still Camarilla, and I don't know anything about you, so I am all ears as to why you would want to contact us.
Well, it is simple. You, as far as I understand, are one of the only 2 groups of anarchs in the city. I, too, am an anarch, albeit one all the way from Mexico.
Mexico, really?
See, I have been exiled from the land I once called home. I have made my way to Chicago. This is home now. I do not like the way things are, and I intend to change that.
You're currently in Baltimore, or do you mean you've been to Chicago previously?
Yeah.
Not enough real talks. It's all hard shell shit.
From my understanding, the way things have turned out here, the only thing that is different is the clans in power.
Really? So you're from Mexico. What's the movement like out there? Were you there under Sabbat occupation, or have you been there since the Cam took over?
Well, I left about the time the Sabbat was kicked out. Things were a little local for a while. And that is about the time I found myself coming north.
And what brought you so far north?
I did not find an appropriate place to quite rest yet. I am an entertainer by trade, and that involves a lot of traveling. However, for now, this is where I shall plant my roots.
So how long have you been in the movement?
Well, you could say I was born into it. I am an anarch, just as my sire was before me.
Really? Anybody important? Your sire, I mean. Salvatore. Who else?
Dolly.
No, I will give them the name of my sire, who I do not particularly remember who his name is right now.
I have it on at least my copy. It was Armando Gutierrez.
There we go. My sire is Armando Gutierrez, a former Mexican revolutionary.
Shakes his head.
Now an undead revolutionary.
Tom, you're listening at the door, right?
Yeah.
Why don't you give me a resolve... How about a resolve investigation? How does that work to try and hear through the door? Probably a thick door.
Diff?
Give it a 3.
Darn. That's a negative, Ghost Rider.
Succeeded at a cost.
I got 3 successes.
No, 3 successes means you do it. You don't have to surpass the difficulty. You just have to meet it. In combat...
For some reason my head said diff was 4.
Yeah. No, in combat is the only time you really have to surpass. There's a rule in V5 called margin, where you have your flat success, and then every success past that, you do better. And combat is kind of like that. However, regular rolls in V5 is just, here's the difficulty, you hit that, you done good. Alright, so it's a little bit muffled, but you can make out the conversation. You can basically hear every word, more or less.
Okay. Super secret spy.
Or do you just kind of hum the Mission Impossible tune to yourself as you're like listening with the glass to the door?
Yeah, but it's like the Russian version. Like how for some reason that like popped up on YouTube for a while back. Russian version of this song. That was bizarre. That was a bizarre phenomenon.
So what about the red question? How do they disseminate their stuff in Mexico?
I have no idea what he's talking about.
The red question.
Okay, does Josh or does El Fuego?
Josh does not know.
Do you have any dots in politics?
No.
Do you have anything in technology?
No.
Alfredo also doesn't know what he's talking about.
I was about to say, the character knowledge and player knowledge are in sync right now.
Just role playing.
So what do you tell him?
Well, El Fuego is a bit old-fashioned. I tend to get everything that I knew by word of mouth. It seems as though today that is the safest way to learn things.
All right. What about the status perfectus? Any particular ideas on that?
Not at the moment.
Just bullshit him.
Which one? Which part of the status perfectus was your favorite?
Was my what?
Was your favorite?
No, that's what he says.
If I'm being honest with you, I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about right now. I was mostly part of the people who ripped other people apart.
Well, see, I gotta tell you, I kind of feel like you're bullshitting me here. So you come from a place that you just said the Camarilla took over. You don't know about the Red Question, which is one of the main Anarch missives that get disseminated. You don't know about the Status Perfectus, which largely was set up by Mexican Bruja over in Los Angeles. So
I've never been to Los Angeles.
I'm going to need a very good reason why I should trust you right now.
There's one very good reason why you should trust me.
These
Are
pecs.
you not sick of having your face kicked into the dirt. I don't think you like having to be quiet and skulk in the shadows, do you?
Buddy.
Ding ding.
Oh, damn it. Feeding me my own party line isn't going to work on me. I've been at this a lot of years, and I'm a lot older than I look.
I believe you. You must forgive me. Although I am a Bruja, I am not much of a man of words. I am more of a man of action. And quite simply, I see that I do not like the way things are, and I see they are not good for kindred within the city. And I am to change that, and quite frankly, whether I have your help or not, I can go with or without it. However, I know there are fellow anarchs, and I know you do not wish to sit idly by, as you see things change for the worse.
Give me a charisma persuasion. And let's just see how you do.
I can do that.
Because he is the Fuego.
Yes, he is the fire. Charisma, persuasion, not leadership, I'm assuming. This isn't much of a leadership thing.
Right, it's persuasion.
That is 2 successes with 2 10s.
Dose.
Do you have any specialties in persuasion at all? Or
No, I am mostly a performer and a leader.
Okay. He'll sort of nod.
Just sort of, though.
All right. I believe you. Everybody deserves a chance. That's why we're here, right? If we get screwed over, I guarantee me and every one of my friends are going to burn this place to the ground with you in it. Agreed?
Very well.
I'm not called El Fuego for nothing.
It would only be a suitable death for the man called El Fuego.
He'll sort of chuckle at this. All right, so you're an old anarch from way back in... Don't know if I'd necessarily call it the old country, but I don't know if we necessarily have a new country. So what's the grand plan? If you're tired of getting your face kicked in, if you're really wanting to make a difference here, how do you intend to do that?
Well, there are 2 kinds of revolutionaries. There are those who think about what will come after, and there are those like myself, who tear things down. Right now, I plan to tear things down. The prince, he is not a good man. He makes many mistakes, and everyone else needs to realize this.
See, you're talking about tearing things down, but at the same time, the actions you're proposing, changing people's minds, that's not tearing things down. That's coordinating people. That's changing minds. That's, to a certain extent, undoing brainwashing that has been pumped into people since their embrace. Worst case scenario, we're talking about blood bonds, which is even worse than that. How much have you planned this out?
None at all.
I will say that. None at all, but that is why I'm glad I have met you. It seems you are the thinker and I am the terror.
The brains and the muscle.
I'm sure you've thought of this already. What are your plans, Julius?
Not done yet. Second of all, even if we could take down the prince, which we can, if it bleeds, we can kill it. What do you propose about doing about the Second Inquisition? Because as much as I hate to admit it, we don't have much backing, and right now it's Horwood's goons that are holding back the bad guys. Yusuf, best reference ever.
Ultimate muscle.
Now you are speaking my lingua. I do not like the presence of the Second Inquisition in the city, and quite frankly, I believe if we can get rid of them, we stand a chance of pulling the prince out of power and making Baltimore a barony.
100% agreed, so how do we do that?
I do not suppose killing all of these Second Inquisition is the smartest decision.
That's all we got.
But it's all we have. That's what we're going. No. Well, I suppose there is only two ways to get rid of the Second Inquisition. That is to destroy every single one of them down to the last man, or that is to make them believe that we are no longer a threat in this city.
And he'll snap his finger and point. I think you're a lot smarter than you give yourself credit for, Fuego. See, that's the thing. Second Inquisition is government. If there's one thing the government's got a shitload of, there's Xavier.
About fucking time. Did everything die?
It didn't die. It just looks like shit.
I'm in charge of the spot now.
Yeah,
am
you're storyteller now, Adam.
My beard is the storyteller.
Adam, encyclopedia.
Fuck me, I don't even know how to fix this. This is bad. Okay, let's see. Adam, go here. You know, that's what the problem is. Adam's the big one now. 5 minutes, friends, while we
Do.
I have all the characters, guys. Yes.
the fuck did I do? I know what I did.
Alright, so what have I missed?
Everything.
Little Carlito got a.
Abducted by
El Fuego succeeded at a cost.
God damn it. I'm gonna have to be Liam Neeson again? Oh, you should just wait, Yusuf. It gets so much worse.
So what kept you, Xavier?
I will answer that on the condition that I do not elaborate.
Well, now you've got our attention.
I can either not answer you or answer you.
You can answer.
Pizza.
Pizza. Okay.
You're a son of a bitch.
But he's our son of a bitch.
Allegedly.
I'm not your real dad.
I'm not your real dad. This is true.
Huh, I might have to, There we go. Now I can see a little bit better. This one...
More Adam.
Josh.
Uh,
See, this is what I go through every time we set up. This is why it takes us fucking 20 goddamn minutes to get started, is because every fucking time
Yo,
I
hold on,
go through
Yusuf.
this, and then OBS doesn't want to work. Okay.
I want to know what you're saying.
oh, hear the story.
Because I feel like people are gonna take it like I'm some sort of fucking deviant.
X, how many other people were involved?
2? They took all our daughters.
Do I know these other people?
Yeah?
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
You son of a bitch. I'm used to not getting invited.
Huh, I have 2 Joshes. Well, that makes things easier and more difficult at the same time.
It's Josh, you shadow clone. It's
No,
Josh is now the
Josh
background.
will be Xavier.
You know what, Yusuf? Go for it. I want to see what you can do to my reputation that everyone else hasn't already done.
I mean, he's a member of CAFCON. What do you want? His political career is dead.
Oh no.
well, that this time I need you.
Oh, wow, I'm good. I totally did that blind. And now I just need one for me.
Do it, Yusuf. I dare you.
I guess I'll be Xavier this time.
X, you're the storyteller now.
Alright. So, werewolves attack. We're all dead.
No, but now we're playing the werewolves.
Yeah, now we're playing the werewolves.
Oh crap! I'm on the other.
no, they're the spooky friends.
I just want our audience to know literally every time this is what I go for.
What the hell is this?
What is going on? This is a journey for all of us. What was that?
Male bathhouse. We don't actually have one of those in El Paso. Now you're probably wondering, how would I know this? I know this. We don't have one.
We don't have any, we don't have a large Turkish community.
We don't. We have Koreans, Mexicans, white
Germans?
people. Yeah, we do have some Germans.
We have a pretty sizable Middle Eastern population, don't we?
Yeah.
Yes, they're not Turkish.
Okay, I do think I've got everything in the right place now. We're good to go. And
No, you should. I don't mean Mexican Americans. I mean Mexicans.
Well, now instead of spamming Big Iron memes, somebody has to spam El Paso Marty Robbins memes in the Discord. Down in the West Texas town of El Paso, I fell in love with a Mexican girl.
You just wanted that big Latina booty.
Am I cooking?
Marty Robbins couldn't resist it.
all right, so were you speaking or was I speaking, Josh?
You were.
Ah, yes.
You were saying Julius was saying that the Inquisition was government.
Yes. The Inquisition sponsored by the government. If there's two things the government is a shitload of, it's money and people. If killing all of them was even a realistically attainable goal, which probably not, they would just send more.
Says you, but continue.
What we need to do is make them think that they scored a mission accomplished. Now, if we play our cards properly, we can get rid of the gangrel in the process.
And then what are you suggesting?
Well, that's why I haven't done it yet. I'm still trying to figure out a way that we can get them both in the same spot. I haven't found a chink in their armor yet. Horwood might be an asshole, but he's good. He's good at covering his tracks, and I can't find out where his people are hiding.
Dogs are usually very good at covering their tracks. That is why they are dogs.
So what am I doing in all of this?
You haven't awoken yet.
Oh, okay.
Rice.
And actually, let's get to you, because I have a very interesting evening planned for you, my friend. So, why don't you go ahead and rouse the blood as you awaken for the night?
Alright, how do I do that again?
Roll a d10.
You get
5 or
6
less,
or
your
more.
hunger goes up by 1. 6 or more, nothing happens.
Ooh.
9.
9. Consciousness begins to stir once more in the mind of Rafael Rosales. His eyes flicker open. From absolute darkness, the world around him shifts back into shades of gray, then to shadows, then to the room around him, illuminated by the wan moonlight outside. You rise from your bed, and you can hear the television playing just a little too loud. It's probably about 8 o'clock at this point, and Carlito's been home for quite a while. Now, if you remember, on the last session, you spoke to Sister Mary Constanta. Sister, was it Maria? Mary. Sister
Maria.
Mary Constanta.
I was married because you didn't want to name her Maria.
That's right. But see,
Alright.
then I get it confused, and I reverse psychology myself.
You cannot win. And she's gonna die.
This is just checkmate.
Stream's over. Why do I try? Anyway, you spoke with Sister Mary Constanta, the leader of the Cainite heresy here in Baltimore, who wanted to help you. You said you needed money. You said you needed help raising a child, and she basically said she could do that. She just asked you
Raise
to
a
return.
child.
You're like, I am a single Mexican dad. I can figure it out.
Sí se puede.
Just steal Lunchables for him.
Like, kids can survive off of pepperoni, right?
Tortillas and pepperoni and cheese.
Tortillas and bologna.
Yeah.
You pack
All
as
that
lunch.
well, some cheese. Then you fry it in a pan.
You pack his lunch with the Lunchable, and then you just throw in 3 corn tortillas in there.
You know
And the
what to do.
jalapeno.
Hang on, I think we all missed HiggensBiggens. Mexican Inquisition is 4 abuelas armed with blessed chanclas.
Oh,
Okay,
man.
yeah.
And apparently, what did I say, Canton? I completely, I spoke without thinking. I assume you're making a joke, but I lost it.
You said a blank and the armor.
Oh, that is not a racial slur.
I mean, it is just not in that context. Like chiggers. They're a type of bug.
No, I don't think in any context that's a racial slur.
You awaken. A brand new night lies stretched out before you. What do ye?
I'll get up and I don't even know if I take off my clothes at night.
We have had this odd pattern of figuring out what everybody wears to bed. So
So I just
Like I'm pretty sure.
you just sleep in diva cosplay.
I don't believe Annabelle wears anything.
I'm pretty sure she sleeps in a like a Pikachu or a Totoro onesie.
That's all right, yeah.
I probably just take off all my clothes. Except
Like
for my
now or
underwear.
when you go to sleep.
Yeah.
See,
No, before I go to sleep, I probably just strip down to my undies and maybe socks if it's cold.
You're a vampire. I don't think the cold bothers you much.
The heat does.
it's
That's
just habit.
And the heat is just and cold is just the opposite of heat. There's actually no such thing as cold.
Sure. So whenever someone says it's cold, like, no, it's not. You're wrong.
So the correct term is it's unhot.
It's not hot. It's really not hot.
Mazzy, how's it going, Mazzy?
Mazzy's been here.
Fuck, I'm sorry. I'm trying to put on a show and I'm trying to talk to our friends. Multitasking.
No, Mazzy, I am not Greek
Turkish.
or Turkish. They're really the same thing. No, don't say that. They hate that.
Which one?
Yeah. They hate
Mazzy,
that.
I noticed you. I always notice.
All right. Yeah. I'll get up, put on some clothes, open the door, and greet my
Your
child charge.
tortilla in your mouth as you run up to class.
God damn it!
I have a hard time believing you just don't kind of walk out into the living room in your underwear, just kind of scratching your stomach.
Buenos noches, mijo.
Yeah.
So you
She's watching Skinamax.
Learning lessons, I see.
Just what? Why are you watching this kid stuff? Why do I even pay for Playboy TV?
Why do I even have my Faku subscription?
So you emerge from your bedroom. Darkness has already dawned across the city, and Carlito's home from school. He doesn't realize you've emerged. He's engrossed in whatever he's watching on television.
We've already said.
SpongeBob.
The blue light of the television flickers across his face. And as you leave your bedroom, something seems slightly different about him, and you're not sure what it could be. Has his face gotten a bit leaner or longer? Is his hair a bit... Has it grown something?
Greasier?
As you look him up and down...
Is that your kid?
It suddenly dawns on you how much of Carlito's life your nocturnal existence is basically stealing from you. You look, you blink, and you almost see his eyes you almost see his life as a slideshow. These little moments isolated against the backdrop of him growing older and older and older, and your perception doesn't change, but every time you see him, he's just a little older, jaw's a little fuller, there might be a little bit more stubble on the chin.
He's like 10.
I was shaving at 11. Granted, I am Italian and therefore a gigantic hair beast, but
Man, I knew people in middle school already have full mustaches.
I didn't get to that level yet.
Man, in middle school, we would Lincoln would go against the football team from Midland, Odessa. Because they apparently didn't have enough people for one team they had to put together. And holy crap, those were fucking like 30-year-olds.
Well, they might have been.
They had like a good 50 pounds of muscle on everybody else on the team. Like, holy shit.
They're all farm boys.
Basically. And there was a dude with like straight up like a beard. I'm like, you're not an 8th grader.
You're lying.
Is that you, a fake beard?
It's like that fucking Bad News Bears.
Yeah.
Every time you recite the Quran, you wake up with 2 millimeters longer beard than the previous surah.
What's that in Freedom?
We don't take kindly to millimeters around here, boy.
Every time you read the Bible.
You need to go back to Canada and learn yourself some real math. Anyway, what does Raphael do as he emerges?
I'm gonna go and sit down next to Carlito.
Hi, Theo. Sleep okay?
I'll be like, yes. A full night's
Bueno.
rest.
Does the words of Sister Mary echo in Raphael's head at all?
Yeah, but he's considering like his upbringing might be better, right? But then he'd take even more time out for him, right? Because I don't know how often he's. I mean, it is better, like objectively, right? But it's one of those like, I'll see them even less.
Well, again, she never stated that you should give him up or anything.
Yeah.
She was just merely remarking on the fact of what it is for a predator of your nature to have a ward who is so vulnerable and so close to you.
You got a point. So what I'm gonna do? Teach him how to kill vampires.
That is an extremely Xavier thing to do.
Just like, all right, I might try to kill you one day, but here's this gun with dragonfire rounds.
Mijo, I'm going to take you to see Uncle Gabriel.
Oh,
Mijo, someday you may have to kill me.
that's today. I don't know what to do with this as of yet.
I mean, if he needs physical training, you know a man with a gym.
That's true.
So I need you to teach my nephew how to kill me.
And
say
you.
no more.
So I'll go through the whole how was school and The typical things that people talk about, the kids really don't care about answering.
Yeah, he just kind of gives. It's fine, Theo. Yeah, my friends are good. Yeah, no, homework wasn't too hard. I'll do it in
You're
a
gonna
little bit, Theo. I promise.
be like, Mijo, I need you to tell me something. Have tricks always been the little orbs?
It's been so long.
No, they look like fruits.
Ah!
I don't know if everybody gets that meme, but the joke is that the reason that tricks look like little round balls to us is because we're too old to see the fruit shapes. Because tricks are for kids.
Oh man, what if somebody gets embraced as a child? Do they always see the tricks?
Yeah, but they can't eat it.
I don't know. Ask Nikolai.
Yeah.
Nikolai.
We ran Naughty Crumb Bum away with that joke.
It's like, you know what? Bye.
That's how we do.
I like your Norm Macdonald-like approach to explaining the joke. I actually used to like Norm Macdonald when I was younger.
Oh!
It's okay. We love you, Yusuf. So yeah, he just sort of like non-committally brushes your answers aside. Or brushes the questions aside. He'll answer. He's not necessarily hiding anything, just...
Tiene un novia, Carlos.
Yeah. Are you interested in any girls?
Are you interested in girls?
Because I need to know which methods of approach I need to teach you.
Don't let our family bloodline die with me. For you.
Trix is an American cereal, Cosmic.
It is fruit flavored.
The first
2/3 of a stripper name. Yeah, I guess, Theo. We just got here. I don't know any of them.
I understand. What kind of personality does he have?
What kind of personality does Carlito have?
Yeah.
I guess that's mostly up to you, isn't it?
All right.
He's gay.
Maybe. Let's find out.
Are you going to like some kind of randomizer or something?
Yep.
Randomize my kid.
Randomize my kid.
That's my favorite website.
Oh boy, this one also produces mental states.
Well, the parents who died, didn't they? Yeah.
I will tell you that currently he is being very distant.
Okay. Yeah, open-minded and perceptive, keeps personal opinion secret and self-motivated. Active, lives for the moment. Social attitude, the center of attention. Quiet and reserved. Okay. Genuine and faithful, with a gentle emotional capacity. Current emotional state, dispirited. Wow, this was really good. Damn.
Our NSA guy was helping you out.
Yeah, good shit. All right, that's what he is.
But he does seem to have grown more distant ever since coming to Baltimore. Maybe the distance, maybe the chunks that are carved out of his life for you take a toll on him as well.
I don't. What day is it?
Thursday.
It's Wednesday, my dudes.
All right, I know what we can do.
Take him
So
to
like-
Fuego's gym for a training.
Better yet, when do you have matches?
Probably every weekend.
All right. So I'm gonna be like, Carlos, This weekend, we're going to go see a wrestling match.
He'll sort of like perk up a little bit. Okay, I've never been to one before. I've been to your bullfights, Tio, but I feel like there'll be less grabbing of balls.
Only slightly.
You may be mistaken in that.
That's when Carlito learned something about himself.
It didn't go that far, unfortunately. All right, so I'll say. Well, I know a friend of mine. He's actually a wrestler himself.
That's cool, Tio. I guess he got your tickets?
He will.
Gonna strap a wrestling mask on little Carlito and toss him into the ring mid-fight. It's like that one movie with Andre the Giant where he fights like 5 midgets at once.
Oh, dude, I miss the Attitude Era. That was my favorite fucking wrestling era.
I think that's everyone's.
Because God damn it. How do you beat Macho Man Randy Savage? Because fucking come on. And then you Hulk Hogan.
What time do we go to the match?
It's going to be a bit later, but you don't have school.
Okay, gracias, Tio. All right, El Fuego has a match. We'll say Saturday night.
Behave. Get to bed early. Ya me voy.
Ay, Tio, okay.
What is wrestling like in this WOD timeline? It probably just degenerated into straight up like underground gladiator fights without weapons.
Voltudo?
Yeah, everything's valetudo.
All right, so Annabelle.
Yeah.
He's awake.
I had to make sure for a second.
Yeah.
So
You know, the
take your
pictures-
time getting
yeah.
ready, knowing Aiden, he'll probably have some like normal costume for you to wear once you get to the photo shoot. But what are you actually gonna put on?
Good question. I should part of this for the next episode. Kidding that.
Yeah, I don't shit.
We assume you put on whatever normal clothes you own. You get ready, and now you've been tasked with finding an appropriate vessel.
Good night, Tsutsumi.
You don't have to go to sleep. You choose to, though.
Good night, Susumi. We appreciate having you here. Have a good one.
No, Tom, you're
Bye.
supernaturally inclined to go to sleep.
Oh, you're right. I'm so sorry.
Just listen to us in your dreams, though. Keep us the views going.
Okay.
I don't think we get views if she dreams about watching us, Adam.
No.
I think
Just like,
it's on her.
just like do it on your phone. Just like put your headphone or on the speaker, whatever.
I actually do that sometimes. I'll have YouTube playlists running as I sleep, just because like if the room is too quiet, I can't sleep.
Yeah. That's why I fall asleep whenever I'm like with you guys, I guess.
Oh, I guess we're just boring to you.
You're left alone with your sleep with your thoughts, and then the sleep paralysis happens.
And then you get choked. And then you like it.
Daddy.
As you exit your apartment, you see your friend Victoria standing outside. I assume you guys live in the same apartment block because that makes my life easier. So you see her standing on her balcony smoking a cigarette as her son Kevin, now about high school age at this point, probably sophomore, begins coming up the stairs with a new girl in tow.
Are you gonna try to seduce him?
No, Yusuf, I actually do not listen to our videos, so we don't, I don't want to, like, jury rig the views or anything. So I will listen to, like, Jim Sterling videos. I will listen to... What else? Usually anybody who's got, like, a really soothing, constant voice for most of the time.
Michael
Shadiversity
Ironsides.
videos. What?
Michael Ironsides.
Gilbert Godfrey.
Real soothing.
Reads 50 Shades of Grey.
Yusuf, you are a rapscallion. What do you do?
Like, yeah. I kind of want to be. I was thinking of like, oh hey Kevin, who's your little friend here? Like being all motherly,
Just
but that's
like pushing your cleavage into his fucking face.
Well, at least they're of age this time.
He's in high school, so it's not.
Oh, hey, this is,
I mean, it's better than middle school, man.
this
No,
is
we're not gonna
Trish.
elaborate on-
We're kind of going out now. And
Well,
you,
that's
you
cool,
can
that's
see
cool.
you can see Victoria sort of like smiling, that half embarrassed motherly smile. Oh, that's cute. How much do you think you actually interact with her son? I have to imagine it's not a terrible amount.
Well, like we still live in the same buildings, but like yeah, I guess like from seeing them from like seeing them grow up, it's like that kind of.
Okay, so you're kind of like the
It's it's like catchy, yeah, kind of, yeah.
Oh, you're that kind of fetish, huh?
Playing the long game, grooming them. That's fucked up.
What was the question, guys? Wait, what did he say? Yeah.
Well, after he'll introduce his lady friend as Trish and say that in a very awkward way that they're kind of going out now, and after exchanging the bare bones pleasantries, they will walk around you and head upstairs into Victoria's apartment.
Hey, take care, Kevin. Be nice.
Before you tap it. You're that kind of like aunt stereotype where you're just like, yeah, go at it, boy. You're the bro aunt.
If you need help picking up girls, let me know.
You just put a condom on your thumb and just kind of flick it at him.
No, when she hugs him, she slips one into his back pocket.
Yeah, you gotta be like, you gotta use a condom. We don't want your situation happening again.
As the door shuts, Victoria will turn to you, taking a drag on her cigarette. So where are you off to tonight?
Got a date with a younger boy.
I'm trying to, I guess, I'm up for the nightlife.
You're such a slut. I don't think I've seen you leave the house before 6 at night.
That's because I'm a vampire.
Rawr.
It's like, it's almost Halloween.
It's off
You
the
gotta,
essence of men.
it's almost Halloween. I gotta get some. I gotta expand. You know.
I guess. I don't really know what it is you do. I'd be kind of creeped out if I had weird guys staring at me taking pictures of me all day, but you seem to enjoy it, I guess.
You kind of want to invite her, but then I don't think it would be
It's an option,
affecting.
that's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now,
The-
I will
I don't
tell you
think-
mechanically, doing something bad to your own touchstone
Yeah.
is bad. But
Yeah.
it's up to you. I find it very interesting to see how deep this rabbit hole is that Annabelle Ahega will pursue her goals. You accidentally made an interesting character, you son of a bitch. I mean, you're welcome for meeting you halfway.
I knew you could pull it off, Chaz.
He never stopped believing in you.
Really? Because I did. There's times when I will be honest, there's been many times where I've been looking at the sheet going, what the fuck do I do with this?
No, I believe Xavier made Adam's werewolf character that he's yet to play.
Actually,
One
wait.
day.
I don't think have you completed the sheet yet?
Adam's character?
Yeah, I don't think he has a werewolf yet.
He does for
Dark Ages or the?
Dark Ages.
Oh, okay.
I think so, but I don't know. I haven't seen it. I have yet to see it.
Well, then
But
your
I've been-
GM is a quitter, Canton.
Yeah, that's the fun way to play. That's actually playing a game.
Adapt.
Improvise, adapt, overcome.
What are you gonna do, Annabelle?
You should try it. You should just look at it one time. Like, try it out with me one time. If you don't like it, you don't like it.
I don't know, Annie. I'm not as pretty as you are.
That's always.
I thought for damn sure you'd be like, yeah, that's true, but
You
You
can.
can't
You can embrace her. She'll be a permanent MILF.
Permo MILF. Acquire a new tag.
It's like, oh, you might think she's a MILF, but she's actually 3,000 years old.
It's the opposite of the fucking dragon lolly.
Or the lolly vampire. Yeah, it's great.
Lolly mom.
That's what I was thinking. Like, it's
One of the more bizarre tropes.
Well, just let me know if you want to give it a shot one of these days.
The frickin' frogs are gay.
I don't know. I mean, I guess it'd be kind of cool, but like I said, how do you deal with all those guys ogling you? And then they have that picture forever. You know, people probably beat off to that.
You should
Oh,
let
I
them know
hope
before.
so.
I know.
That's how we get paid.
I
Now.
know because I do.
I know.
I watched him. I watched him eat up there. I just got a flashback to whatever stupid ideas from whatever.
Okay, hang on. You're gonna stop and fucking explain yourself. What?
Remember, like Bob like was like getting tickets to like a photo shoot, but like it was gonna be just him on the camera doing a photo shoot, and we're just all holding the sound thing.
I know what he's talking about. There's been
Yeah.
a couple times when I had to help Bob, and you hold up the reflector panel.
Yeah, we were all just holding
It's a
up.
time Bob really wanted to like do porn.
Yeah. And then we all just hold up the sound bar. Like
Bob was gonna record porn, not star in the porn. I don't want to get our audience's hopes up.
What's the difference though?
There's a small difference, Adam.
Sometimes the cameraman gets involved.
Annabelle thinks her Patreon, yeah, but not enough.
That's why what's her name?
Jessica Negri, Momo Kun.
Momo Kun is the one who posts the erotic stuff on her Patreon, basically, so people can beat off to it.
I mean, do you think that's how like cosplay models see themselves? Are they just like low grade porn stars, but they have like they have an echelon more of dignity because they don't take off all their clothes?
I'm hoping some of them have some respect for themselves, and I'm sure some of them do. But I mean, if you're gonna dress sexy, right? People are gonna think you're sexy. What do you expect them to do? I mean, obviously, not everyone's gonna be beating off to you as soon as they see you, but that's what happens when people take pictures. Yeah, Yusuf, what did you just say?
It didn't get auto-modded. He did that himself.
Oh.
I know what he's I don't know why you felt the need to censor Jessica Negri. We're not specifically talking about her, but she comes to mind. So yeah, what do you say to her?
Well, just I'm going to the shoot in a couple of hours. Just let me know if you.
Tonight? And she sort of does one of those excited like half smiles. I mean, you think I can leave those two alone?
Well, what's the worst thing? That's it. It's what. Well, you already know what their night is.
Let me ask you this: are you actively gonna try to get Victoria to come with you?
I'm not like I'm just inviting her to go if she wants to go. I'm not forcing her.
I know you're not forcing her, Adam. I didn't ask you if you're clubbing over the head and sticking her in her van. Are you trying to get her to go?
Dominate.
That's for you to decide, Chess.
All right.
As Victoria.
Hang on. Give vamp for like 3 minutes while I go take a wee.
Yeah.
Xavier, talk about your opinions on something colorful yet acceptable in mixed company.
All right. So all these refugees coming into America right now.
The lottery. And nobody won except one person.
So Xavier, why you were late?
Why I was late?
I asked the story.
I was late. It happens, man. You know.
What time were you off?
The hole closed at around 7:30.
Oh.
So it took 3 hours to get pizza and eat it.
However, you know, people like to stay and talk.
Yeah, until when though?
I don't know, Tom.
No, I can find out.
You can check the cameras.
Check the camera. You know, I think I clocked out at 8:29. Then I had to go run some errands. And that ended with pizza.
Did you bring enough to share with the class?
No.
The viewers.
Mazzy, I'm sure somebody does. I just don't know who. And Adam, if you vamper, that would just be fucking great.
Like, no, you can't die. Just kidding.
Ah!
No,
She can absolutely die.
No, I fixed my touchstone, guys.
Now she can be your touchstone forever.
Yeah. No emotional baggage to worry about.
I mean, humans might be weaker, allegedly, right? But humans don't burst into flames.
Well,
like, you have to quit a day job.
That's something like.
But I guess it would be unacceptable to Diabolizer.
Yeah, I told you, Hellraiser. What the fuck?
Adam.
Yeah.
If you're trying to get her to go with you, I need a manipulation persuasion. We'll call it a difficulty 3. She doesn't want to leave her kid alone, but on the other hand, she kind of does. So it's not a 4, but it's not a 2. It's a 3.
You
Do
know,
it, Adam.
my pants are hella torn.
I don't remember asking.
I basically have superhero chaps.
I still didn't ask.
Wait,
Well,
superhero chaps? Now I'm interested.
Well, yeah, I got the whole Red Tornado, Hawkman, Batman, Green Lantern, Flash, Aquaman, Superman, Green Arrow.
But you're missing an ass and a crotch.
Yeah,
Then why are you wearing them?
because they're my PJs.
Why are you wearing pants?
How'd you do, Adam?
Because it gets cold.
It is
got
not
one
fucking
success.
cold.
Huh?
It gets cold in
Fucking
my...
lie to me.
Yeah, one
I'm sorry,
success.
it's not hot.
What's your,
There
what's
you
your
go. That's better. Barely though.
what is your total dice pool?
Wait, I forgot it's 6. Yeah. Yeah.
Huh?
My bad. It's
Total dice pool 6.
Yeah.
100.
Would you like to just take half?
maybe. Yes, sure.
Just take the...
16 of the cost. Kidding not.
It's like, all right, but the kid ends up dead in the morning.
Well, he's not my touchstone. Just kidding.
No, but that was your touchstone's touchstone.
All right.
Just bring him back with the Dragon Balls. It's fine.
So are you taking half? Yes or no, Adam?
Yes.
Okay. So she sort of looks back at the apartment. Oh, what the hell? It's not like they'll find a minute alone anyway. What should I wear for this?
Nothing.
Was there gonna be a costume they're gonna provide over there? I'm guessing. Oh,
Adam.
yeah. You hear me?
Yes.
Oh.
No.
Okay, I was like, what happened?
Adam, I think you forgot that you promised to bring a blood bag to your party.
Yeah. But I didn't bring that after. I was like, okay, see how like this. Did it go?
Yeah, like that's what I was about to ask. Do you intend for her to be the
Sacrifice.
Yeah, basically.
No.
Then you probably don't want to bring her to a place where vampires are going to be eating.
It's
a shame that you already
You're basically dragging her to a gangbang.
Fang bang.
Fang gangbang. Fruit brew.
Like, was her name Victoria, right? Or
Victoria Lee, yes.
yeah. Like, you know what, Victoria? Actually, I forgot I can't do it this week, this time. But next time.
All right.
For sure.
Actually, you know what? I was going to a place where there's lesbians. Bye.
You know what? Something came up with in the past 15 seconds.
I just like tee. That's for me. You know, so let me out of there. Just hit it up.
All right. I guess I should stay here anyway. All right, go have fun, you slut.
Go make sure your son's girlfriend isn't gonna be pregnant.
Or a vampire.
That's a weird thing to bring up in a conversation.
Well, they're up at night. Yeah. Being teenagers.
All right. So you leave Victoria Lee behind, but this means you need to find somebody else. El Fuego, Kalishnikov, we return to you, gentlemen.
Oh boy.
So at this point, Julia sort of stands up. I think you're all right. I think you're a little misguided, and maybe they didn't teach you too terribly well out there in Mexico, but I think you're all right. And truth be told, we could use a guy like you.
That is good to hear.
He'll sort of scratch a number down on like a napkin or something and hand it to you. That goes to one of my burners. If you need to get a hold of me for some reason, give me a call. We'll talk. We got a little ways to go before we're ready to open up a full-fledged invitation to the gang, but you'll do all right.
Kind of look at the number. I'm like, at some point I should probably get a cell phone. But thank you. I will not lose this. I say as I tuck it into my mask.
And immediately loses it.
All right, Kolizhnikov, you can hear people moving towards the door. At this point, what would you like to do?
Once again, go to... Well, I need to talk to them. Oh.
Just hide behind the door. Do the doors open outward or inward?
I kind of pictured it as opening away from Kolizhnikov towards El Fuego, so we'll go with that.
Well, because that's how indoor doors work. They always open inward, while outdoor doors open outward.
Really? I did not know that. I guess I never noticed.
I mean, it depends on which way you're oriented, but generally, if you're entering a room, it always goes inward. And if you're entering a building, or I guess a house, it goes outwards.
And we have all learned something today.
Well, that house is like public buildings, yes.
No houses.
My house is the other way.
Then your house is wrong.
That's what left and right. It all makes sense now.
Actually, no, what I said was not correct, but generally, general sense, whatever. Anyway, I guess I won't hide. I will just wait for them to exit.
Okay. So, El Fuego.
Yes.
Do you open the door for them as you exit, or do you allow them to open the door for themselves?
I'll open the door for them. El Fuego will be gentlemanly.
All right.
You drop kick the door.
You pull open the door, and you see Kolizhnikov standing there in full view in the hallway.
Why did you not just come inside?
At this point, as they hear you talking to somebody else, you can see the two anarchs sort of like step onto like a defensive back footing as they're ready for some shit to go down.
I'll instinctually start getting into a similar stance.
With your gun behind your jacket.
I have like 14 holsters. But only one gun. Just so my enemy never knows which one it's in.
No, they'll be like, oh, no, do not worry. This is a member of my coterie.
You sound like you're doing a wink.
Coterie.
So is he one of the movement too?
He's more of an independent.
All right.
He is not part of the movement. He's Russian.
I guess that's I guess that's one of the more preferable of the third option.
Well, I do believe he was looking for you. I suppose that is why he is outside of my gym door.
They will say nothing. They just sort of like watch. And again, there's this edge of suspicion to both of them.
I'm like, this is really the only way out, so I don't know who wants to move first.
Remind me once more, why did I need to talk to them? Information for what? Specifically?
You need to find out who amongst the gangrel has sights set on killing Heinrich Stolz, the Tremere Primogen. You also need
That's
to figure out what sort of relationship the Nosferatu have with the Gangrel. Now, beyond that, I don't actually know what your plan was. You just decided you need to find Anarchs. You talked to El Fuego, and El Fuego had Anarchs. That is as far as was ever specified.
I
Fuck,
believe
I
his
don't remember
idea
my
was
own
that he
plan.
couldn't ask a
Did I write it
Nosferatu.
down? No, that'd be too smart.
What'd you say, Josh?
I believe his reasoning was that he had to ask the Anarchs for information because he thought a Nosferatu would be too close to the Camarilla.
He does have a
No,
Nosferatu informant on his sheet, but he did not choose to tap that resource.
No,
Didn't
I
tap that
yeah, I
ass.
remember that part, but I don't remember why I need to talk to them specifically. I don't remember Past Me's plan. Damn Past Me!
You about smarted yourself. Or, yeah.
I'm usually pretty okay at remembering past me's plan. Some things escape me.
Past me accounts for present me not knowing the plan.
You just do the Batman thing where you have like 3 backup personalities and one of them will get it right.
It's like, statistically, I'll be fine.
Batman's dumb.
How dare you? Batman's the smartest guy in the world. You know how many doctorates he's got?
That's why he's dumb.
What are you gonna do, Kolizhnikov?
I'm trying to remember why I need to talk to him. I mean, it was...
Roll intelligence.
Alright, well, while Kolizhnikov does thinky, we'll buy him a little bit of time. Raphael, as you leave your haven and leave Carlito to the television, what are you gonna do with your night?
I don't know.
I will remind you that Sister Mary did ask you to return tonight. And that's not to say that you have to go immediately or even at all.
She did ask, though. It's a timed side quest. I gotta go do it. Sorry, guys. You can do the main quest without me.
No, you don't get out of it that easy.
See, I never know if I should take shit like that personally, because like, does that mean that I have designed this poorly, that I have not set it up ideally, or is it just, haha, we're playing a game and this is how shit shakes down?
I mean, yeah, it just happens, man.
It's like I always say, you do you. You don't ever have to do shit on behalf of me. Case in point, Bob. Bob has, when he ran that fucking car into the Harpy Mansion, he derailed the story harder than I thought it would be possible to do so. And you know what? I rolled with it, and I will do the same for you fucking guys. So I don't want anybody at this table ever feeling like they're forced to do anything just because I dangled a plot hook. I appreciate it, but that's not how this works. You have as much a stake in creating this as I do.
Yeah, she asked, and I must comply. So, how am I gonna get there?
Through transportation.
Yeah, but through what method? Do I want to ride a horse?
Ride a bull.
Spanish Town just
no.
has stables.
You have to be, was it level 50 in Red Dead to get that?
Oh, yeah. To get the zebra donkey?
No, get the bull.
Oh.
No, Zebra Donkey was last. So
that thing
the
was
bull-
dope.
Bull was level 45 or 48. Anyone who remembers Red Dead, tell me. But yeah, I'm going to go to Sister not Maria Costanza's house.
Well, you'd probably meet her at the mission, which I believe serves as...
Oh, right. Not her house. Not yet. But
I'm reasonably comfortable with glancing over the details this time, so you call a cab, use presents to get it free, whatever. You make your way towards the mission. Before too long, it doesn't take you very long to find Sister Maria, and eventually she will sort of lead you into, I'm not quite sure what to call the room. Not quite a conference room, not big enough to be, maybe like a side classroom or something in the mission.
Good night, Cosmic Microwaves.
Cosmic, you are awesome. Thank you as always for being here. Every single fist bump that we've got, you have a fantastic night and a better tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
And she'll sort of lead you into the side, like, classroom / activity room / whatever the fuck it is. And on one of the desks, she has a box, which we'll then offer to you. Apologies, Mr. Rosales. You didn't quite specify the particular age of your child, so I wasn't exactly certain what to get. And as you look through the box, there is... let's see, canned vegetables, cereal, some dried pasta, a loaf of bread, a small package of diapers, some baby formula.
I'll take the diapers.
He's into that.
Diapers funny.
I will give her back the baby formula and the diapers, and I'll take the rest of the box. Gracias.
I've also taken the liberty of registering you with a number of the food pantries around town. Should that quantity prove insufficient even for your young ward, you're more than welcome to arrive, although they are typically closed at night. You may have to get an associate to go. Secondly, and she gestures towards a stack of papers on one of the table, I did find some information on how the church is able to help with bills and rent for low-income families. If you wouldn't mind filling out the paperwork, I can assure you we can have it pushed through. It won't be declined.
Ooh. I will sit down and fill out paperwork. I will roll bureaucracy.
Oh, look, this is Wraith all over again.
I don't have any dots in finance.
I mean, you really don't have to roll anything. It's just your character's mostly filling stuff out, and as you...
Well, he has to roll academic to see if he can read it.
You know this is Spanish.
As you sit down to fill out the paperwork, she takes a seat next to you. She's quiet for a moment, contemplative, even. And then a minute or two later, she speaks up. And she says, I find your particular situation most intriguing. I wonder if you wouldn't mind speaking at my sermon coming this Sunday.
Sunday. That would be a bit difficult, but I think I can do it.
Well, we did schedule a Fuego's match for Saturday, so...
Yeah.
You see, I see a parallel in some of the challenges that we face with our condition and trying to surround ourselves with loved ones, almost like the biblical story of Abraham and Isaac, if one were to see it through the glass slightly askew. I think my congregation could benefit from the wisdom and the words of someone who has experienced it, who lives with it, who knows what that constant temptation could be like.
Very well. What time?
El Fuego, what time is your match?
What time is my match on Saturday?
Yeah.
We'll say I'm the headliner at 9.
The headliner at 9
a.m.
I feel like she's probably gonna duck any particular midnight mass, so probably we'll schedule it for 2 a.m. on Sunday.
Okay. Okay. Sunday it is.
Sunday.
I do
Bunch.
dearly wish to help you, Mr. Rosales. All I ask is that, should the opportunity ever arise, that you find a way to help someone else in need. I believe that with our condition, A mortal life is but a mortal life, but the good that we can put into the world is multiplicative, wouldn't you say? If one has hundreds or even thousands of years to enrich this world that God has given us, I do believe that helping you and yours is more than a prudent investment. I just wish to know that you'd feel the same way.
I do not know what the afterlife holds for me, but I will try to go to God in good graces.
And you getting played.
I mean, I'm getting financial help for me and my nephew. Like, this isn't really something I say no to.
You're entering basically a cult.
I mean, yeah, but it's Catholicism, so it's okay. Like that's probably one of the best cults to join because they have crusaders.
Is Raphael at some point taking all this food and taking it back to his nephew and be like, damn, this is the hardest I've worked ever to get some.
Yeah, I think he's gonna forget that, right? Because it's just like, yeah, I came here with the intent to sex, and that's like, oh boy, I get to take care of my family. And just like halfway through, like, damn it!
I'm supposed to get a lead.
I forgot to. I
joined
forgot to
the
take my
cult.
shirt off.
Happens every time.
And Mazzy, you know what? I don't know why there isn't a bureaucracy stat.
I think there was, like, in the V5 pre-alpha, there was a flat stat for, like, physique, for, like, lifting stuff, and I there was an equivalent mental stat that I think handled, like, bureaucracy and stuff. I guess that would be, like, intelligence politics, or intelligence law. Is law still a thing? I'm not sure.
No, it's not.
No. What? That's weird. I guess
There's no law.
She'll sit quietly for a time, trying to help you fill out the paperwork, answering any questions. Was there anything in particular that you wanted to speak to Sister Mary about?
Yes, as a matter of fact. I'll inquire as how she received her condition.
How I received my condition.
Well, it started during those days at the sisterhood, and she just found out that something about those curves.
Oh, I've seen the Shadman posts.
You see, it was my sire, fortunately, who instructed me on the ways of what some others of our kind would disparagingly refer to as the Cainite heresy. He thought himself an angel of God. And perhaps he was. Perhaps, indeed, he was some sort of agent. And he thought that were I to die, my good works, whatever they might have been, would be cut short. And instead gave me this. I confess he didn't quite give me an option. And had I operated solely on the understanding that I had then, I would have refused. I would have fled in terror. Perhaps he didn't. It took me time to understand what he wanted to teach me. Time to understand that the propaganda, if you will, of the vampire, some unholy, sinful creature, comes from a jealous, mortal church that fears losing their own power, their own misguided view of our Lord Christ. Fears what might happen if a more attractive solution came along, but in time I understood. And I thank him for that.
I don't know about vampires as a whole, but I guarantee you, I'm a very sinful man.
I'm sorry, did you say simple or sinful?
Sinful.
Vasil! Guten
Ah.
Morgen, friend. Wie geht's?
Ohio.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Born good.
On a side note, was your sire of the cloth?
Not by official mortal reckoning, no. By that of our doctrines, you could call him such, yes.
Mm.
Mr. Rosales.
That explains the not really pro-choice.
You said you were a sinful man, Mr. Rosales.
Mm-hmm.
Though it is not particularly of my station. I know no one who is more qualified if you would like someone to receive your confession.
It has been a while.
It usually is, from what I understand. Would you like me to turn away?
Yeah, we have some time. There's a lot.
So she will, I guess, sort of turn her back to you, clutch her rosaries, and nod.
Alright, let's see. D percentile. How many murders have I committed?
D percentile. I have killed 98% of the world population.
Alright, tens. Ones. Ooh! Alright, it's just 50. I've only killed 50 men.
Oh, Jesus.
Alright.
Was this during your mortal days, or hence?
This was yesterday.
You know that elementary school that burned down?
You know those 9 bombs that were sent?
That's another thing. Let me go to arsons, but as far as the murders, I'll say, honestly, I don't remember a time when I wasn't so violent. It all just blurs together.
May I ask what it was that led you into this life?
10 arsons. Familial obligations.
Oh? And you did not see fit to sever these obligations?
No, I couldn't.
I understand. Continue.
10 arsons. Some of which I'm ashamed to say were of holy ground.
What sort of holy ground?
This one.
All of them.
The key.
Memories.
I'm pretty sure if he was in Mexico, they're most likely Catholic. Yeah. Huh. A couple of Catholic churches. 15 kidnappings.
What was it that drove you to commit the arsons? Was this familial obligations as well?
No, those were a
Alcoholism.
matter of Well, I guess you can still consider it that. But I needed the money. And some people weren't paying their money.
And did the money bring you happiness?
Yeah.
Did the money last? And she will gesture with her head to the paperwork that you're currently filling out.
The money sufficed, but being the sole provider, I always needed more money.
I understand. And the kidnappings?
Again, people didn't pay their money.
And what became of those that you took?
Some of them got released to their families after payments. Others, well, it's best not to always call every bluff.
I see. Continue.
All right.
In a doghouse that built like a church.
Alright, boys, what's next on the crimes?
Rape.
Public masturbation.
No, we're not gonna do that one. Okay.
Yet.
I see you came across Mark Zantz at one point.
I get it.
Let's see. We got kidnapping, murder, arson.
Extortion. Assault.
Okay, yeah, assault would be a huge. That's gonna be like triple digits of assault.
He's like Pac-Man. He just punches people walking down the street. Like dots.
All right, this is not gonna be a exact number. So Raphael's gonna guess about 731 assault. That's a lot. God damn.
And how did you come to this number?
Mm.
Give it a try. My understanding is that each game will have its own audience, so the people that are playing Red Dead might not necessarily be watching Fortnite and vice versa. Sorry, go ahead.
I have a good memory for those I quote unquote punish.
I just had fun.
I see. Anything else you wish to confess?
What else? What else?
I mean,
Like,
you don't have to if.
No, I like this. This is
No,
Cleaning out your conscience.
you have to
just like, oh man.
you have to tell her about the dirty thoughts you've had about her. Your final confession.
Yeah. Let's do that.
Just also, I've been imagining you naked the whole time.
All right. How many? What is this number? 2865. That is the number of dirty thoughts he's had.
You met this woman last night.
No, that's 2865. 2,865. That's only since the last time he's confessed, mind you. So this is about, I'd say, like
yesterday.
years.
So, what would you have done if you rolled a 2?
Be very impressed. Just
So
like,
what
I only seduce women with the purest of thoughts.
What exactly is it that you say to her as you're confessing your
Lust.
Your thoughts.
Lewd.
I've had many lustful thoughts of many women, of which you are not excluded.
I see. I'm somewhat surprised to hear that. Most of the Canaanites that I speak to typically don't seem to have those desires after their embrace. Myself, I've buried those desires long ago, even before my embrace, when I took up the cloth.
Such a shame.
I suppose I'll have to take your word for it.
Nah. Oh. Not everyone can handle me. Some of those assault charges were post-coitus.
Anything else?
Anything else? What else do we got, boys?
I am still having the lustful thoughts right now.
I have been masturbating the entire time you've turned around.
2866. Let's go with robbery. How many robberies? Just go double digits. Did I get it? Yes. 46.
You are a prolific criminal. I feel like there's career thieves that have not committed 46 robberies.
I mean, they weren't very good robberies. They were really sloppy. But just like, what are they going to do? Stop me? It's like when the Dragonborn just walks into a shop. It's like, let him just take the shit.
I see, and were these robberies familial obligation as well?
To a different family, but yes.
So you've served more than one? Not even your own?
This when I was younger. And, well, you do what you do to get by. Someone of my temperament and physique isn't really made for white-collar jobs.
And tell me, Mr. Rosales, after such a long... Well, I guess you wouldn't call you by name during confession. I don't actually know how this works. Tell me, with such a prolific...
You're Italian.
My child.
Lapsed Catholics. With such a prolific history, do you repent of these sins?
No.
Just like, no, I do all of it again in a heartbeat.
Yeah,
It was fun.
I do not
Especially the
regret.
Lusty Thoughts 267.
Just
I
as
do not
Henry
regret
Rollins
doing
wanted
it, but I regret that it had to be done.
Well, if you care about your Catholic beliefs, I suppose this is the part where the Father tells you to say 50 Hail Marys in an act of contrition. However, if I may leverage an opinion,
You may not.
this tells me a certain number of things about you. One, you remember every one of your crimes down to the number. A truly callous man would commit them and forget almost instantly. I do not think it is as much of a blur as you say it is. Number two, I believe that God does not give to us that which we cannot handle.
Oh my goodness.
Anything's possible. To walk amongst the children of Cain takes no small amount of personal resolve. Takes no small amount of willing to do what it takes to survive. This is part of the test that God gives us. I believe his plan for you involved doing such things. I believe he knows that you can handle this. This and what lies before you. The question is, however, what you choose to do with it now. You are forgiven, my child.
Ascended. Torment hit 0.
You just sit back down and be like, the lustful stops. The lustful thoughts, they are not stopping.
So we test them out.
Yeah. I'll have to keep confessing all night.
Can you really see my sin, sister?
Oh. You know, the last 2 hentais I read with nuns have had bestiality in it.
Hmm.
So what I'm saying, Charlie, is can I succeed at a cost?
You don't... See, I've had something planned since a couple nights ago, and now I'm not sure if I want to do it.
No, I'm not going to try to seduce her right now.
Fuck it, pull in that trigger.
Oh, okay.
As your confession begins to wrap up, there is a horrible clatter that erupts. I am doing it, Yusuf! Jesus Christ! Cut me some slack.
He's in the past, he doesn't know!
Oh yeah, that's true. There's a horrible clatter that erupts towards the front of the building near the front door, and it sort of startles Sister Mary and perhaps even yourself. It sounds almost like a hailstorm against the glass, and this horrible yowling chorus of beasts. And she sort of like looks concerned and then turns to you with a quizzical look on her face, like, what the hell is that?
Let's go check it out.
You rise from your chairs, you go towards the front, and a few of the mortal volunteers and some of the other nuns have had their attention drawn by now. But there are 3 mangy stray dogs, and they look completely panicked. They're doing that really pained, horrific yowling, scratching, hammering away at the glass, jumping up. They look like they are utterly fucking mortally terrified for their lives.
You're gonna have to daunt him.
Fuck. Well, I mean... Don't want to just open the fucking door. I'd ask if I could see outside, but I know I can't because it's dark and I can't see in the dark.
There's probably enough illumination that you can look around and check down the side streets. You don't immediately see anything that would be scaring these animals. Rolls to seduce dogs.
Yeah.
And then he
So
rips
about
their
that
nuts
bestiality tag.
off. That's why I wasn't sure if I wanted to do it. Succeed at a cost. We bring in the dogs.
Yes, I will activate my daunt. Stop it, dogs. Stop.
You're supposed to be sleeping.
What are you doing here?
Alright, so give me manipulation intimidation. And this one's actually going to be at a diff 4.
Diff what?
4.
I have to succeed with every single one of my dice. Okay.
Do it. You succeed at a cost.
technically, if you get 2 10s, I think 2 10s will do it as well, because a critical win is 4 successes.
Gosh darn it!
How'd you do?
I got 2 successes.
Want to spend a point of willpower to reroll?
Oh, here we get those every session now. Okay, yes.
All right, give it a shot.
Let's reroll all of them, right? Not just the failed ones?
No, you pick.
Oh, okay.
You pick up 2, 3. So yeah, you can just reroll the 2 that fucked up. And if you want, you can rouse the blood to do what's called a blood surge, and you get an extra die to any roll you want.
Oh,
In fact,
boy.
It might be an extra 2 dice at your potency, because you're potency 1, right?
I don't know. Where's my potency?
I mean, there's a spot for you to write it on your
Oh,
sheet. I don't know
here
if
it
you
is.
can do
1, yes.
Your blood surge is currently worth 1 die.
Okay. How do I do a blood surge?
Rouse the blood.
No.
So you roll your die, 5 and below, plus 1 hunger, 6 and up, nothing happens, and you get an extra die to your roll.
Oh boy. Rouse that blood. 3.
Okay, so you're getting an extra hunger.
Oh boy.
And the dog look awfully tasty.
It's gross, Adam. Alright. 3. Hey, got 3 more successes.
Okay, so how do you intimidate the dogs?
I am once again gonna look at him and bark. Oh!
You're seriously gonna do that?
Yeah.
Okay. So, eliciting some quizzical looks from the nuns and the other volunteers, you sort of roof, roof, and maybe just let a little tiny piece of the beast leak into that, so the snarl that escapes your throat isn't entirely human. And the dogs go running off, scattering into the night.
I'll be like, well then.
Shall we finish the paperwork, I suppose?
Yes.
And you return to the side room. With that, it is almost midnight. I'm going to call the session there. I feel like we had a good session. I feel like stuff happened. 4 XP for everybody.
Yay!
And now, chat, you guys know how this goes. Vote for who you think should get the additional XP as I find a place to track this.
I don't know who I should vote for because I wasn't here the entire time, but I'm gonna give it to Annabelle.
Okay, why Annabelle?
Almost dragging her friend to a fucking bang bang.
See,
Seconded.
if she had done that, I would have said yes, but Annabelle completely forgot that vampires were going to be eating. So, but I...
Because I thought like it was like a regular photo shoot kind of thing, and then the thing they would be afterwards.
No, he told you to bring somebody
Yeah.
beforehand.
But then I remember, I'm like, oh yeah, shit, yeah.
Josh,
Yeah.
where's your vote going?
I'll give it to Kalishnikov
Yeah.
Why
for
Kalishnikov?
jumping out of a window and just rolling with it.
Oh, I forgot about
That
that.
was pretty sick. Adam, where's your vote going?
Himself.
Hope I go for joining the Anarchs.
Yes! 1 point towards el fuego.
Tom, where are you voting?
I said I'm seconding with Xavier's choice on this one.
Okay, you're voting for Adam as well?
Yeah.
All right, Chris 313 all night. Xavier for RPing the bark. He's not wrong. I would have I would have given it to him for RPing the fucking confession, but the bark works too. All right. Currently, we have Adam in the lead. Chat, if anybody wants to disappoint Adam, now is the time to vote.
And vote for it quick.
In the meantime, while we wait for chat to catch up, I guess we'll get our plugs out of the way. So, if you enjoyed watching this, if you're watching on YouTube, please like and subscribe. If you're watching on Twitch, please follow. We super appreciate it. If you're listening on SoundCloud, do whatever it is they do on SoundCloud. I don't personally use SoundCloud except to upload. Maybe that makes me a bad SoundCloud uploader. Either way, we appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Consolation prize to Kalishnikov for getting his own plan.
Yeah.
All right.
It's so no one can interrogate me.
Good plan.
Tom and Adam are tied now. Mazzy, Adam, as long as he puts towards money resources. Oh, I see what he. So she's willing to give you. She's willing to give you 1 XP as long as you promise to put it towards resources, which I will allow with Aiden's help.
Yeah.
Do you agree to that?
Sure. Well, yeah.
All right. Adam's in the lead again.
Oh boy.
We need somebody with resources in this coterie.
What are you trying to say? That we can't get by? We can't get by on our good looks and bullying alone?
Well, poor.
We are. Because we put all of our shit into our what are they called?
The stats.
No, the group.
Oh, your coterie backgrounds.
Yeah.
I have one collective dotted for a coterie background and money.
Yay, we can afford to go eat at a pizza joint.
But not the pizza joint. That's too expensive.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
expensive. The pizza joint's a little pricey.
All right, I don't see any more votes flooding in. So Adam, you have won the vote.
But now you must put it into the party money pool.
So does anybody want to level up anything else? Now remember, to level up a discipline in V5, you have to feed on somebody during that session with the correct resonance for the discipline.
We also need a butt ton of XP.
No, I'm hoarding my XP for right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
I'll
shit's
just buy
expensive now.
5 out of obfuscate later on.
Because what is it? Next level times
5 for disciplines.
5.
That's the same as it was in V20, isn't it?
No.
It was level times 5, not next level times 5.
Oh yeah, if you're buying level 5, right? If you're buying the next level, isn't it next level times 5, or was it current level?
The current level.
Current level times 5.
Okay, fuck it. I'm not about to look it up. We'll take your word for it. All right. Does anybody want to actually spend XP then?
I'm okay.
Nope.
How much is it for skills? It's next times 3.
I think so. Yes.
And attributes is next times 6.
Attributes is next time 5.
Oh, okay. I need so much XP.
Yeah, you do.
I think I have enough to make my brawl to 4.
Hey, I have not given out book suggested XP one session in this game. I'm trying.
Can we just go to fucking old world prices? Because holy shit,
Inflation is killing us, man.
this fucking XP economy is murder.
No, if we were following the rules on only getting 1 XP per session, that'd be fucking ridiculous.
Now,
Yeah.
the book does say that if you want faster progression, you can award 2 XP a session. That's double.
Oh.
You know what? Honestly, I'm okay with that. I'm using the old school fucking. I'm using the old school system of awarding XP anyway. So if you guys want to use V20 experience costs, I'm okay with that.
All right.
But now I have to fucking look it up to make sure it's current level.
Yeah.
Welcome here, V20.
This takes a page from the New World of Darkness.
Honestly, it takes several pages, but New World of Darkness isn't so bad.
It is XP wise.
Well, I mean, have you seen second edition? One,
Is the prices the same?
huh?
Are the XP costs the same?
I haven't looked at the XP cost, but the way you earn XP is completely different. You get what's called beats, and you get beats for accomplishing certain things in character. Basically, rewards you for role-playing your character, playing your goals, doing this stuff. And so basically, the amount of XP you earn per session is based on how well you play your character. BEATS, like the musical beats.
No. He means beats.
Beats by Dre.
Beats by Dad.
Oh.
Experience 78 and 79. How much you want to bet the chart's not there?
About what experience?
The attributes are current times 4, skills are times 2, disciplines are, well, in-house are times 5 and out are times 7, or your clan list when you're times 6 across the board.
How much for resources? That'll be next session.
I believe advantages are 3 per dot in V5. Where the fuck is advancement in this book? Here we go. 124. You're absolutely right. It is current rating. Son of a bitch. Okay, yeah.
Well, I really got to get going.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm cool with us using the V20 XP system then.
Alright.
Alright, guys. Thanks for playing. You guys have a great night. All of you people, thanks for watching. You're fantastic, and I love you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
Unrequited love.
You mean unrequited, Adam?
I can't say words, yes.